Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trianne. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally, though fate had other plans.
Oh. So, you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trianne would like it a lot, so I bought it.
I see. Cass, you know, I recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopolis.
Then why?
It's just that Trianne had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Treeby. Should I...
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now... it might just be the perfect gift for Trianne.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity.
Oh man, we're gonna learn some new stuff in the next update. Guaranteed. Hi, that is gonna continue now.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
At this point,
Oh wow, there's actually a lot more.
Still resides under
I figured I would have to
protection,
do a little
but it is
extra on this
already
video,
fated for decline,
but I might have to do less.
and only contains a beautiful facade.
Because this was just because I didn't want to cut you guys out of any of the end of the actual 3.1
Yes, Strife remains distant from this part of
update.
Amphorius right now.
It's 3.2 that's
But in
coming up.
5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
You're here, Orynyx.
This is our memory, so your senses are also aligned with the Trebios of that moment.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
That's fair.
But the
Oh.
Black Tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction? Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes? This might be our last conversation, Orynyx. I will do everything I can. to protect you from the Black Tide.
The family she just mentioned.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot into the valley a long time ago. It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance, but things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefali who responded instead.
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply a coincidence. On that frosty night with treachery abound, as the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing Titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story... she should be the one to tell it.
That thing ahead.
It's the altar of Talantin. But that's not our destination. We're heading to the left.
This place used to be passable.
That's hilarious. So, will I be able to come to the pass couple of times? Nice. Hang on, why does it keep putting me in this team? I was using this one. Right? I was, right?
I never thought there would be such a hidden space in the abyss.
Give me a second, everybody. Just gotta check this stuff here.
This is the Archive of Prophecies. Unimportant.
Is this...
Damn it, I should have waited.
Yanis's maze that Trinon used for divination in the past?
Not only that, it also serves as a lock. Our childhood abode lies sealed within.
This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on. And it even acts as a door lock. Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose. So, how are we going to solve it?
Just follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
Seems pretty straightforward, even. You still don't know him well enough, then. He might not even need a first try. He just punched the door open.
Fair.
Might he? If he were still here, we'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough with the talking. Let's just get started.
Okay, press and hold to activate the rewinding power and rotate the maze. During the rewind, let go of the button and the maze will spin in reverse direction. Reading the maze's spin to guide the stone orb out of the maze. Okay. Ah, okay, I gotcha. There we go. That wasn't so hard. That's one.
Impressive. You too have the makings of a high priest now.
Yes, I can be a high priest. So now I have to do it again.
That stone ball to the endpoint looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it.
Some special wall panels will move in a set pattern. Use the right timing to take advantage of their traits to move the stone orb. Boom! Yeah. I'm pretty good with maze puzzles, honestly. Alright, since we are past the
The
10-minute
secret
mark,
door is open.
depending on how long
Go
this
inside.
takes,
And you'll see the place where we grew up.
depending on how long this takes, we may actually end up, I'm just, I don't really care about that. I can, if that's there, that means I can come back here at some point. Let me grab that. Alright, let's go down these stairs. Whee! Wait. Boom! See, this is how you know I'm an RPG player.
You grew up in a place like this.
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments. And with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Gray. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit.
There are so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings.
Red glass frag.
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanisopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
Man, this is like I knew Trevios's story was like sad. This is just hurting.
It's Trebios.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Oh. What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Trevios is the most amazing Holy Maiden of Yanis! Well, little Holy Maiden. But...
Because... this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the west wind, the black tide's other shore. A radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the
No,
gods.
she knew she was gonna die.
In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven, free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama.
Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow. As long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the black tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother.
After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
But how? With Yen?
No, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
So, this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
The path to the
Oh, my
temple
lord.
was in quite a state.
No surprise at all. Some people, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Meat.
I can't move it. I can't climb over it either.
Alright, my goal is to just get through this.
Time Titan? Is that you?
There we go. Oops, I forgot I have to do it all the way.
Is that all?
Once you get to that one, just hang on, let me get that real quick.
Just like this. Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. We don't remember the details. As for why memory, it's closer to the answer within our heart.
Passage is now cleared.
Okay, that's not going to do anything. Okay, so... hang on. So we got that here. Excellent. Yeah, I figured as much. Not worth it right now. Trying to make sure I finish the story.
Ornaments. Thank you, nameless god.
Well, I am a nameless, so it makes sense.
Whoa! It looked truly magnificent back then.
It did.
Relax. Take it easy.
All these people, they're just civilians, not...
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Hey, little ones.
Shh! Please keep it down.
Oh,
I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak.
oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden.
Huh? What a bummer.
It's getting late. We couldn't.
Okay then. By the way they are dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when stealing from the temple was punishable by death. But that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Ah, Lady Maiden.
Like, I was so
Maiden, you
confused.
need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out.
No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk.
All right, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown into such a beauty. Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to... What's wrong, lady?
I'm fine.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastries she brought back. We've always remembered the familiar taste, and only now do we learn where it came from.
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Yan...
Perfect. That way, no one will...
All right then.
The Janus Vault?
It's where Yanis's heart lies, and the core flame is kept. It's also the place.
It says I'm not in a safe zone, but it's not like there's like monsters or anything in this area. Right now.
Trebios. What does that name actually mean?
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans of fate. She named us thus to express her gratitude. Looking at how
No
things
time
have
to kill.
unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
Damn it, I have to kill him in order to progress, so fuck it. They get the business.
A little honesty would do us good. Time for resolution. Countless threads, thus our fates become one. A little honesty. All lives will be revealed.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
Watch closely. Delivering warmth.
There we go.
Is that fear I sense? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
There we go.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Finally, the Yanis Vault is right ahead.
No, I can still get that chest. Right.
At long last. I knew there was some sanity left in you, Yanis. No, Yanis, I've come here to take on your faith. By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding right, I am Trebios, the listener, the announcer, and the witness of the prophecy. I, the holy maiden of Yanisopolis, the walker of the infinite paths, have come forth to assume your duty. Just as I wished. This journey promises to be a long one, with 1,000 selves to accompany me. I'll never be lonely. No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms. But my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all. Without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world. I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. Did you see that? I have assumed we will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphorius's pitch-dark fog. May we... May the world follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once.
I knew this would come.
It's opening up. Move aside and get ready. The Holy Maiden? What's happening?
This is just crazy.
Lady Maiden, where's the thief who stole the core flame? Look at what she's holding, you buffoon! She is the thief! Take your positions and ready your arms! We're taking back the core flame!
Bring it.
What?
Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest.
What are you scheming?
This is your last chance. If anyone wants to earn a promotion and rise through the ranks, I'm right here. You all know who I am. Go ahead. However, if there's still any loyalty within you, step aside for the Holy Maiden. Otherwise, by the decree of the Holy City's Codex...
Captain, what should we do? Do it. Kill her! If any of you want to get rich, then come with me. Take this traitor's head and wealth will be ours!
We can't just stand by and do nothing. Let's move, partner.
Catadons?
So we're gonna use Trivios now. Using her will move us forward. Puts down the damage field. He got that buff, so now we can do this.
Step up, let's see ya.
Underestimating us will cost you. You refuse.
There we go. We take those. We take those. There we go. Get that one. Nice. We take
In
those.
the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Thank you, friend.
Nice.
A little honesty would do us good.
Yeah, no need for me to even use the ultimates that popped up. Thank goodness.
That possible? Could the Titan actually be on her side? Get her! That woman is the traitor!
I should go.
Let's keep up.
The path is opening up for me. Oh, Yanis, protect me.
Oh my fucking god. The door takes so long.
Impossible! The gods have long been consumed by madness!
It's coming.
This is just gonna make things move faster.
threads. Thus our fates become one. So faltering, like a whisper.
That should end it.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
There we go. Now we continue on.
The main path is likely well guarded. What do I do? Just as I thought. Inside!
Right.
There are guards here too. Don't alert them.
Okay.
Long last.
So, what the hell?
Of the Holy City guards, but I'm already so close.
This should be the last fight. We have to help her get through.
Damn straight. And we are.
But I don't get it. This has been puzzling me for a while now. Who has been aiding Trebios in her escape? Well, history might be blurred by memories. Seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, she clearly had no... If she pulled it off alone, were we too involved in this process?
Trebios had been on her own since she entered the vault. But what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that answer at the end of this memory.
In that case, let's focus on the mission at hand now. Let's do this, everyone!
Interesting.
Slice like a good brute, my friends.
Yeah, I figured he was gonna summon something.
Indulge yourselves!
They usually do.
Catch a dance.
Get her that true damage.
Honesty would do us good. Of no great concern.
I haven't fought that yet, so I'm gonna weaken that thing a little bit.
Watch closely.
Alright, let's get that boosted up. There we go.
Is it coming? Are you the best friend? Away we go!
Is that fear I
Ooh.
sense?
Okay.
Of no great concern.
Time to mix things up.
Boost him up.
Us a costume.
Both of them.
A little honesty would do us good.
That hurt. We got this in the bag, honestly.
How's this taste?
Is that fear I sense?
Seriously? There we go, finally, Jesus Christ.
Countless threads. Thus our fate.
I was wondering when it was gonna allow me to do that.
So
Now this should be
like
good.
a wisp of silk.
Ugly. See, I knew that's all I needed.
Finally, beyond this gate awaits a boundless world. This is where my journey begins. God of Passages, can you see me? I will complete the path that you started. No response after all. Yanis, may you have a good dream. I can't stay here much longer. It's time to leave.
Well, looks like this is the end of the memory.
Not yet a question that has been puzzling you. She's about to reveal the answer.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate at this moment? If she had known this flame chase journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatalities, including her own, would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey?
I think the answer is already within you. And you've made your own decision.
What? You can hear us?
Not really. She can neither see nor hear us. Yet she knew that one day, someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We can never know for sure who helped us back then. But that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter, so that we do not forget our original intent. It's a letter written by Trebios of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Trebios of the future who overcomes all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are.
Yes, you'll remember it all. And then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I will set sail toward the distant horizon. Here, you have traveled far on your way home. Such is the maxim that unveils Trebios' fate. You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither on the soil of foreign lands. So, if you ever feel lost, return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you. Or for me, to embrace it again.
Worry not. The loss is something we've grown used to. Our resolve and our pledge are what Trebios will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I.
The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit, just as my blade-wielding right hand is not a hollow formality.
Surmount the myriad passages of Yanis, and we will once again
ride the west wind and let the wings carry us far away.
So, this is your answer?
That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets. Now, with or without the gods' blessing, I run towards the world's agony. If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness,
we will meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring.
Wow. There's a lot to process.
Lady Treby, do you still think
that everything will be fine tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what Trianne would say as well.
With all due respect, Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
Prophecy?
Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true. It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphorius.
But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy?
Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why a holy maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow. And why Yanisopolis' prophecy unfolds as passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey. It's not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate.
Oh, speaking
People tread
straight
toward the
truth.
sea of flowers. So, Cass, if anything is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow. There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night. Wait for the dawn as you think. And set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear. Because that's how Tribios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun, and the tomorrow it promises to bring. We will now continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphorius' pitch-dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver-white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow, Trianne. See you tomorrow!
Child of humanity.
Bruh.
Surely
Burns
you
tears.
are not waiting
Bruh.
for the arrival of night.
Emotions.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
Fine, fine. All I want is to remind you, there's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my... What exactly are we?
It's good that you remember. Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
I forgot about you. My apologies.
A child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child.
Oh God.
Come now,
Ignore
conceited
her.
performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the council?
Do you two mind if I cut in?
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
Oh, wait, I should have read that. It's unusual to see Meme isn't with you. Don't worry, they're inside the ball. I seen that. Oh my God, Pokemon. Yep. I know exactly what I would say in this moment. It is about time for me to level up. We've ended up at this point after all. It's probably a fate that Trailblaze can't evade. You should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on the experiences of those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. What concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to Amphoreus. If you truly assume that Titan's divinity, do you believe he'll be able to lay it down again? Forget it. We'll deal with that when the time comes. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. Thanks, bro. Oh, by the way, I got held up by two people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trian's farewell ceremony. Sure, they said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. But I suspect we've been on their radar for a while, and they only made their move when you and I got separated. Their questions were quite specific, from how we arrived in Akima to our relationships with each Chrysos heir. They even asked about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest. I managed to rush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. Their conduct is certainly irritating, but on second thought, Aglia initially kept her guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the full truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the Chrysos heirs. In the worst case scenario, excuse me, we could be caught up in the eternal conflicts of the whole city. Yeah, that's my favorite type of episode, honestly. If only we had more time to sort through the clues about the Black Tide, but now the weather is the only lovely thing left. Let's take some more pictures. Huh? What's going on? Something wrong down here? Ah, the memory card is full. I bet March and the others are pretty worried too. Oh dear lord. I forgot about March being a crystalist right now.
And so, this long day passed for Akuma.
Oh right, I forgot. This all happened in
Some
a day.
people arrived
So like each one of the
and
updates is a
some
day.
left forever. Just like every other day of this journey, where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we are to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden
Yeah,
and
Castor
so
is.
momentous. Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky, could not escape the Reaper's two hands. And what people gained and lost in that trial of death.
So I'm gonna die in the next chapter, obviously. And
was
it's
far
gonna be centered around
heavier
death.
than life itself. Just like the destiny that the prophecy revealed for Cass at the end of the Sea of Flowers. The souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I thought us touching her was a good thing, but no. Ooh. Alright. That's it until the next one. Alright. That's good, that's good, that's good. Well, that'll be it for this episode, you guys. It's been very, very intense and emotional. The battles have been crazy, and unfortunately, we've lost Trian, one of the more upbeat and energetic of the Trivios trio. Mighty has now become a demigod of strife, but now he's gone to fight off Black Tide. And now, according to this, our next thing will be dealing with death. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. And I guess that'll end it for Honkai Star Rail version 3.1. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.